I got my first tattoo when I was 15 years old without my parents' knowledge. Hi, my name is Tina. I am 15 years old, I am a student, and I live with my parents and my brother Nicholas. He is 18 years old, and I love him a lot. My mother is a lawyer, and my father is an engineer. They work hard all the time, while my brother and I just study. My brother is a very smart person. He is in medical school, and as my mother always says, he is a serious kind of person. A very hardworking and very caring boy. He never does anything that displeases my parents. I am, on the other hand, a bit different from him in these aspects. My mom and my dad have their own offices, but it seems like it's their houses, since they only come here at home to sleep. I stay at school full-time and my brother studies day and night non-stop. We are a happy family, although I am the little rebel there. We have 2 dogs, Thor, he's a pit bull, and Meg, a small poodle. My brother has several friends who have tattoos on their arms, backs and legs, but he says he doesn't like it. While I love tattoos, and I really want to be able to do several ones on my whole body. But my mom and dad don't like them either. I know it because we had several conversations about this topic. They always mention how they don't like the idea of tattoos, and because when I was 13, I told my mother that I wanted to have one, and she almost had a heart attack. But I always thought that I should do one without telling anyone, so they wouldn't get angry at me for doing it. I was always an obedient daughter, but I also have dreamed of getting a tattoo, and I decided that it was worth taking the risk, even if they won't accept my decision. About a month ago, I planned to go to the mall with some friends, and I knew there was a famous tattoo studio. So I decided to stop by and ask him about the prices and also to get to know their work better. The night before going to the mall, we were having dinner at home with my family, and I started talking about the right age of having a tattoo. My dad said that the most important thing is not the age, is to be sure of what you really wanted. He added that when he was my age, he also wanted to get a tattoo, but that my grandparents forbade him, and that later he thanked them so much, because he realized he would have regretted it. I went to sleep thinking about what I had heard, and I almost gave up on that idea. But after looking on Instagram and seeing the YouTubers I followed with those perfect tattoos, I started to get even more excited about this idea. The next day, I woke up and after taking my shower, I went to have breakfast with my brother. I made up my mind, but I wanted to hear from my brother's thoughts. So I asked him why he didn't like tattoos. So he said that he was satisfied with his body, that he didn't feel the need to fill it with anything. On that point, I understood that he was very satisfied with everything he had, that it wasn't my case. I started to get even more excited about the tattoo idea. So I went to my room and I got my 3 months savings. My cell phone rang. It was my friend's mother waiting for me outside. She was here to take us to the mall. When we arrived at the mall, I went straight to the tattoo studio. I started looking at the pictures of the tattoos he had done, and I asked to see others. They were exactly like the drawings I wanted to do. I loved his style so much, so I finally made up my mind and I decided to do it. He asked my age, and I was prepared for that. I know that they don't do tattoos on minors without parental authorization. I was so prepared that I even had a fake ID, And I said, of course, that I was 18 years old. So he asked for my ID document to register me, and I was desperate. I have never lied to something so serious. But my friend had done it several times, mainly to join clubs, and told me to be calm and that nothing serious would happen to us. Well, we started doing it, and it hurt a lot. When he was finishing the first part of it, I was already regretting it. I was feeling very bad for doing something hidden, for lying, and I remembered my mother saying that regret was a bad feeling and that it doesn't let us to be happy. That's why we should reflect and be sure before doing or saying anything. 3 hours later, he finally finished the tattoo. It was beautiful, but I wasn't happy with it. It was as if I didn't really need that to find myself beautiful or modern. But I needed to show everyone that I was happy. So I tried to put a smile on my face and celebrate it with my friend. Worse than regretting it, it was showing people that I wasn't sure of what I wanted. I got the tattoo on my wrist, and for a month I managed to hide it from everyone at home. But one day I got distracted, and my mom saw it. She said that she didn't believe it. She thought that it was some kind of a joke and that it was a fake tattoo. But unfortunately, I told her that it was true. Here, I started to cry too, and I said that I had regretted it and that I didn't know what else to do. She held my hand tightly and said that I should continue to live, that sometimes we do things that we really do not want to, but that we shouldn't be sad because of that. Although I did something like this, my parents did not punish me as I thought they would. On the contrary, they came closer to me. They taught me that everyone makes mistakes, but that I need to learn from them. Well, now I know that I have to think better before making any decisions, because my actions define who I am and how I want to live the rest of my life.